This has been a hard few weeks. A hard few weeks to be a Jew, a hard few weeks to be someone who longs for an ambitious and robust peace process, a hard time to be a human being. It seems that there's no end to violence, no end to despair. We mourn the loss of Palestinian civilians, and our hearts are heavy knowing the pain that these families are enduring. All human life is equally created in the divine image, and we mourn for the innocent Palestinians who have died as a result of Hamas's reckless and grotesque actions. Just as we mourn for 37-year-old Israeli Dror Hanif, murdered yesterday by Hamas. Tonight, we heard both Minister Baird and Mr. Garneau express unequivocal, strong support for the state of Israel and for Israel's right to defend herself. And for that, as a community, we are extraordinarily grateful and appreciative. Since the start of Operation Protective Edge, over 1,000 missiles have been launched at Israel, terrorizing all of our citizens. With the increase in Hamas's terrorist capabilities, virtually all of Israel is now on the front lines. More than 5 million Israelis have been forced to take shelter, from Beersheba and Negev communities to Haifa and communities in the Galilee. Sadly, even the remarkable Iron Dome defense system cannot protect Israeli citizens, young and old, from the trauma of an endless barrage of Tseva Adom alerts, from the trauma of trying to bundle small children into a safe room, and the trauma of trying to ascertain the risk of quickly moving an elderly parent to a safer location or staying put. Our hearts break for our Israeli brothers and sisters. Although we wish it were otherwise, there is little that we here in the nation's capital can do to physically stop the missiles, but there are important ways that we can help. Get involved. Stay informed, write letters to the editor, and write letters to the government when they issue principled statements, as our government and the Liberals have done. For example, if you would like to thank Minister Baird and the Government of Canada, and Mr. Garneau and the Liberal Party of Canada for their steadfast support of Israel, please go to cija.ca and click on an action alert. For other actions you can take, please see this card, which most of you, we ran out after 400, have received when you first arrived. Secondly, if you have friends, family, or even acquaintances in Israel, reach out. Let them know that you're thinking about them and let them know that you care. Thirdly, counter boycotts of Israel through boycotts of Israeli products. CIJA, our national advocacy organization and our valued partner in organizing tonight's rally, issues email alerts on what products require our support and when. And finally, as you leave the room this evening, you will have two important opportunities for immediate action. If you have not already done so, please consider a gift to Federation's Israel Crisis Fund and help get a child living in Sderot to a camp in a safer spot, if only for a day. Help provide trauma counseling to a growing list of vulnerable Israelis, and help build a safer, stronger infrastructure in communities on the front lines. The Israeli government has asked North American federations for $10 million in immediate assistance, and we here in Ottawa always do our part. Before you leave, please take a minute and write a letter to an Israeli soldier. There's booths set up at the back of the room and downstairs. In 2012, I had the personal privilege of delivering letters and goodies to soldiers on the front line. I can tell you that while the chocolates and warm socks they had asked us for, and that we distributed were appreciated, what they really craved, what they really hungered for, was receiving a letter from someone far away to let them know that they're not alone and that their service protects us all. As I said at the beginning, this has been a hard few weeks. A hard few weeks to be a Jew, a hard time to be an Israeli, a hard time to be a Palestinian, a hard time to be a human being. Our tradition teaches us that we have this responsibility to both pray and take action. And if all of us engage in prayer and positive actions, we can and will make a difference. Thank you.